What's good, chat? All right, we're gonna lift first, and then after the lift, we're gonna go shoot, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that tune in, or if you watch this later, thank you for being here. It is Saturday night, and we are putting the work in. It's been a long day, but we're rocking and rolling.
For so many people in the world that are lost, for so many people in the world that need to do hard things.
Yeah, buddy. We're gonna drink the pre-workout, a little warm-up, and then we're also going to be recording a YouTube video live. 2 of them. So we're gonna make a video in here. It's gonna be like a full body workout vlog kind of. And then we're gonna film a video on the range as well. Live range review maybe? Sounds like a good idea. We'll probably do like a live range test of my AR, and I'll just make that the full video, probably. I don't know yet. I've not decided. I need to lower this shit. Here we go. Jesus. But yes, workout first. We're gonna work out first, hit the range second. My hair doesn't look as chopped today, which is fantastic. And considering it's Saturday night, we got the whole space to ourselves. So, not being happy. What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, please do not hesitate to leave a like. Tonight, we are doing a full body workout and also making a YouTube video. And then we're gonna go shoot some guns later. How we're gonna do that, I still gotta figure that part out. But we're gonna be recording while we're also doing the live. So we're multitasking. This is gonna be a little boring. So I gotta warm up first, you know. Gotta get the juices flowing, get the blood flowing. But we're gonna get there. you guys can see a little bit more of what's happening. Mile first, and then we'll actually get into the nitty gritty. It's all the fun stuff. It's gonna be a tactical training, like functional training, like type of vibe. So I'll probably pick like 5 exercises to hit the whole body, 2 for lower, 3 for upper. We'll just kind of rock and roll with those. Focus on some core, get everything going, eat some food, go to the range, wrap it up, have a good night. If anybody's here, if you could let me know if the audio is okay, just drop a thumbs up or something so that I am aware. Or if you can't hear me, let me know that also. I just need to know like if I need to talk louder or not. Privacy screen. Time. Well, Andrew, thank you for that. I'll try to speak up. To be honest with you though, through most of the workout, I probably won't be talking very much. I'm going to be focused on a YouTube video that I'm trying to make. So, you may not be able to hear me very well, but I'm gonna try. We're not like, the gym's not like super busy today, so I can own my space today, which is nice. I'm kinda happy about that. We're almost there. We got like half a mile first, and then we'll move on to the next thing. You guys are gonna get the 411 the same way that the YouTube is gonna get the 411. So we'll work on some strength, some conditioning, all around fitness. But this is usually how I warm up. So usually some type of treadmill work, some running work. Kind of get the hips open a little bit, just move around and get the blood flowing. It's also cold in here, so get a nice sweat going. But tonight's gonna be a good night. We'll probably be live for at least a couple hours. Also, if you're just dropping in, please feel free to leave a like. It helps boost up the stream, and I would just very much appreciate it. So thank you guys. I know it's a little boring right now. My apologies. I'm getting old, so I gotta make sure that I'm warming up. Because if I don't warm up, my body will break. I also ran this morning, so I probably won't run as long today. Now that I think about it. I honestly forgot I did that. I went for a walk. I did some videos. And I went for a run. I'm pretty productive. So I just thought about that. I don't need to do like a ton right now. Just gotta make sure I warm up. Hold on. What's my split? Honestly, right now, it's usually upper lower. I used to do like a bodybuilding style. Then I moved to like push-pull legs. And then I went from push-pull legs to upper lower. The reason being, which you guys are gonna kind of see because I'm basically also filming a YouTube video right now as to why I switched. The main reason is because I try to train more functionally and not necessarily, I like to call it tactical because I also will like do rucking and stuff. So like weighted hike, like walks and stuff. But I train more functionally, a lot more core strength and stuff. So upper lower is easier because I can like do a lot more like explosive movements and calisthenic movements and add variety into my training and really work on my skills more so than just like basic lifts. So upper lower has done a lot good for me. It also gives you more freedom to do like, if I wanted to go and do like farmer's walks with like, you know, intense core exercises, if I want to do like trap bar deads and then like a lot of jumping or lunges or squats or whatever. And then also upper lower, depending on how you kind of work it out. Sometimes like today is going to be more of like a full body workout. But I'll do like weighted legs, upper calisthenics. So then tomorrow or the day after, if I want to train upper again, I'll just hit weights. So it definitely just gives me more freedom. It's me on YouTube. It gives me more freedom. How do I fit upper body into one day? So to be honest with you, bro, lower volume. I just don't do as much volume and I'll pick like one or two exercises. So the other perk of being able to do upper lower is exercise selection. I get to do more of like what I want to do. So like say today I'm like, you know what? I want to focus on like a heavy barbell row and bench press. I just do that. And then the next time I just add variety or I do the same thing. So that's the one benefit I would say. And then you just lower your volume because truthfully, like if I do upper today, I'll do upper again in 2 or 3 days. So like, if you think about it in like longevity terms, in like sets per week or volume per week, if you're doing 15 sets for a workout, like for just back in one workout, and I'm doing 5 sets in 3 workouts, it's the same thing. So like you just kind of have to math it out. But I just pick what I want to do, and it's been working pretty well. I mean, so I'm about 205 pounds. You know, I look pretty decent. I'll show the legs real quick. These are the hidden gems, brother. So, and honestly, that lower volume, like more frequency approach, for me, I've noticed it keeps me in much better shape. I'm natty 100%. So don't get me wrong. I used to be heavier. I kind of brought my body weight down, like really slowly. Like this is like a 5-year transformation. So I started bigger, kind of came down in weight, and I used to train only like a bodybuilder powerlifter. Thank you, bro. I'm trying my best, man. But I used to train like that. Now I train a little bit more explosive. Try to train more like an athlete, because truthfully, like when you put the muscle on, it's so much easier to maintain. I don't really have to do as much to maintain muscle as long as I touch weight and heavy weight every so often. That's all that really matters. So it kind of makes life easier, I would say. But PPL is a good split, bro. It's just that, to be honest with you, for me, like my push muscles, like I could do shoulders and chest in the same day, and like after 4 exercises, I'm already dying. I don't know, it's just me. But you guys are gonna see, let me see, do I wanna start with upper or do I wanna start with legs? I'll start with lower body, because today's gonna be more of like a Full Body Functional Fitness. I'm also going to be recording a YouTube video at the same time, so offer me some grace. I may not be super interactive, but I'm going to try my best. But we'll start with a trap bar deadlift. I might need to go grab my shot. Let's go. Let's see. Do a little bit of sets and go to failure. So that's the thing, is I also do train to failure a lot. Like pretty much everything I do. Unless I'm doing something like this, like I'm doing trap bar work, I won't go to failure. Well, actually, I will go to failure. Yes, sir. It's my Osmo Pocket 3. You guys are seeing the raw videos live. So I gotta hit my intro real quick. Hold on a second. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna be doing an intro or a breakdown to tactical fitness / functional fitness. I'm gonna give you my 5 favorite exercises, and we're gonna knock them all out in one workout so I can show you guys what a full body athletic workout looks like. God, one thing I will say is, I'm like, dude, I got this going and this going. I may neglect you guys, I'm sorry. If you're sticking around, I appreciate you. Don't forget to leave a like. I would appreciate it. It'll boost the live. We're trying to grow the channel here, all that good stuff. But I want to knock this out because this is important to me. I try to do my best to focus on like beginners in fitness. So to me, this is something important that I like to do. So we're gonna do this, and then we get to go to the range later. That's gonna be so much fun. So as you can see, actually you can't see, fuck. I think I'm gonna need to grab I might need to grab my other tripod, shit. That was such a banger intro. All right, let me know. Do you think it looks, would it look insane if I have 2 tripods out? If anybody walks in here, dude, they're gonna think I'm an absolute douche. They're gonna be like, yo, get this guy out of here. That's gonna look insane. This is why I need a cameraman. Like that, like big time. We'll go do that first. We're gonna grab the other tripod first because this is kind of a necessity now. I can't operate without it. Hold on, it's gonna be dark for like a half a second. Yeah, because, oh no, wrong button. I thought I was gonna be able to make do without it, but I can't, unfortunately. Sick, okay. All right, now we can get this party started. But we're gonna do, so I'm thinking the order of exercises we're gonna do is gonna be, so probably do trap bar deadlifts first. I haven't decided yet. Actually, probably trap bar deadlifts and Zerchers first. After that, I'm not really sure what I want to do. Also, how's everybody's Saturday night going? This is definitely an interesting place to be on a Saturday night, so I'm grateful that you guys can join me. Have some fun. Right, so the first exercise was going to be trap bar deadlifts. Now, usually when I'm doing a full body or a couple of lower type of workout, I usually like to start with legs first. The reason being is because they're the biggest muscle, it's going to get your whole body warmed up and it requires more demand. So if you're like already tired going into, or like if you're already tired going into legs, you're not going to give as much effort. And the lower body is where all your power is going to come from. So trap bar deadlifts, very simple exercise. You step in the arm, and you just stand up. Now the key here, the cue, is going to be to make sure that you're pushing legs through the ground up. A lot of people stand up, and it puts a lot more emphasis on your back, and a lot less emphasis on your leg. So you want to think about it almost as like a standing leg raise. As far as sets and reps, for this, it depends on the day. We're not going for like a full strength, full max out. So the goal is going to be to probably just work up to like 245. So like 1 times or like 1.25 to 1.5 times our body weight. And then we'll do this for like a total of like 10 reps, 3 sets. Kind of get the blood flowing, and then move on to the next set. You gotta be tired, yes. Well, no, to be honest with you, bro, I'm kind of like a one-take king. I really don't need a lot of takes. It's more so just positioning like the camera and stuff. Thank God I have the space right now because I can kind of put it wherever I want. But normally, most things I do, I just do in one take. If I mess it up, you learn and then you do it again next time. Change the weights. I should have brought my second mic because I can plug a mic into here and then I would just be double mic'd up, which would be insane. Double mic'd up on a Saturday night. One thing I wish I had though is blocks. Pulling these off the floor is not like a bad thing, but we don't have like bumper plates here, and pulling from blocks allows me to go a little bit heavier, be a little bit more explosive. Now, here's a pro tip. So as you can see, I'm pulling off the floor, which is fine. If you're somebody that has limited mobility, or if you're working to bring your mobility back up, what you want to do is put blocks or weights underneath to kind of elevate them. The only thing is you have to be careful when you're bringing them back down, is you don't want to bang the weights and then kind of like get all lopsided. But ideally, if I could pull like, for me, coming down here is a little too much. If I could pull from right here, I'd be able to maximize my explosive power from my legs. My natural, you gotta think about like your natural jumping form, right? This is where I will start to be the most explosive, and I can't reach. So elevating the weight sometimes is a little bit better. So if you have the option to do that, do that. But if not, just make sure you keep your core tight, pelvis tucked, make sure you keep your abs flexed, and your lats centered. Oh man, this is fun. Oh, I forgot about that right now. Oh, left my water over there. Forgot to turn my camera off. Plus, Andrew, you gotta think about this. Also, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. This is like my bread and butter. This is what I know best. So like for me, the knowledge is right there. It's just about getting into flow and getting kind of warmed up on cam. I'm gonna move this back a little bit so you guys can have a little bit of a better view. Good work. It's been a long day. A little tired. Can't lie. Thank God. Thank God I was smart enough to put my pre-workout in my car this morning. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what it is? If you have one person who could come in and kind of help keep the chat active, it makes it so much more engaging and so much better because I can kind of just talk. Because I've noticed like, it's really interesting because like when I'm doing these, which hasn't been a lot, but the ones that just like, you would think that's kind of weird, but I just think it's because it's a little bit more personal. It's a little bit more engaging. Like the other night we had like 30 people randomly. It was literally because I was just sitting there talking. So it makes it much, much better. It almost feels like I have somebody keeping me company. What food am I most excited for on Thanksgiving? Bro, literally all of it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a big turkey guy, but I am kind of sad because my mom, unfortunately we're not celebrating together this year, but she makes a sick lasagna and potato salad. So that would normally be my answer, but this year I'm not even sure what the spread's gonna be, so I'm just gonna be basic and say turkey. What about you? Mac and cheese? All right, well, here's the question, okay? Baked mac and cheese or regular mac and cheese? That's the question of the day. And that's a great question. Personally, I only ever eat baked mac and cheese like around Thanksgiving, but I would say that's definitely my answer, the baked. Yeah, that shit's the best. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but it's just, I don't know if it's the texture or whatever. Granted, I'll eat anything, anything pasta, I'll eat. But there's something about baked mac that just, so if it's there, I'll be excited for it. But I'm also going to, I'm going to be at like 2 places, so we'll see. I got a couple invites, which is nice. I'm excited for next week, honestly. It's a big week for us. You know, working at retail, big week. All right, we'll move on to the next thing, which will be Zercher squats. I don't want to position this camera. Put this right here. We are up close and personal here. Right, next exercise we have up is gonna be Zercher squats. Gotta explain that to the people as well. God, bro, I got 2 cameras going. I'm absolutely judging myself. This is kind of insane. I've never done anything to this level. It's kind of, this is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. What do you mean? Like for the tripod? I bought that because for like cameras, you have to actually think about like weight distribution and stuff when you're filming. Reason being is because that camera is really light and it has a higher center of gravity. So if you have a smaller tripod, it's more susceptible to tipping over. So I bought like a regular camera tripod that had a wider base, a little bit more heavy duty. So when I put it on top and I spread it, that sounded insane. It holds a lot better. Alright guys, so the next exercise, as you can see, is going to be another leg exercise. You probably notice the bars a little bit lower. That's because for my second leg exercise, my exercise of choice is going to be exertion squats. Now, there's going to be a lot of questions or a lot of thoughts as to why not back squat, front squat, goblet squats. Those are all great variations, and it really just depends. For me, I need something that's going to emphasize my core more because I've had lower back issues literally for the past 10 years. So I went from back squatting to front squatting. I will goblet squat and split squat a lot, but that's not what this is about today. The exertion squat is an exercise because everything is front loaded and it's also not top. So there's not going to be any spine compression. So here, we're going to be kind of holding it in front, and then we're going to be able to kind of squat it down and get a more natural range of motion. It's not ideal, only because I can't go completely ass to grass, but it's more ideal considering my physical circumstance. So for Zercher squats, as you can see how I walk it out, you're basically going to put it in the crease between your arm, your forearm, and your bicep. Get like a shoulder width stance, or however you normally stance. For me, my stance tends to be a little bit wider. You can hold your hands together, you can pretty much do whatever. Core tight. Solid. This I'm not going to go super heavy. And now sets and reps for this workout is going to be the same as pretty much every other workout. It's going to usually be 2 to 3 sets to failure, mostly depending on the field. For this exercise, as far as weight, you got to be careful because it's going to be harder to hold than it is to actually squat, which is also why that makes it a great functional size tactical exercise, because it's going to force you to increase over time as your physical body gets strong enough to hold the weight. So now I'll put some 25s on. Zerchers. I'm excited for the range. Also, if anybody's curious as to why I work out before I shoot, I just feel like you should shoot fatigue. That's my max squat, bruh. The most I've ever back squatted was like 385. The most I've ever front squatted was like 315. I'm not gonna lie to you, like my legs are big, they've never been strong. Like considering my weight, even like my deadlifts, I've always had a shitty deadlift. Like the most I've ever pulled, I think is like 425. So, I mean, so let me Let me preface. Hold on one second. Okay. So let me preface as to why I personally don't think it's good. So when I was hitting those numbers, that was when I was a lot heavier. So I was probably like, when I squatted 385, I was probably like 220 pounds, maybe like 230. So I was a little bit thicker, but I was still like fatter. So, and like deadlift, same thing. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I felt like from my weight at the time, I should have been able to do so much more. Plus, I also just hold myself to a really, really like high standard because both my stepbrothers and my stepdad were like world-class powerlifters, and I met them later in life. So like them, like one of his sons was squatting 500 pounds at like 16, and they were big. So I was like, shit, that's what I was competing against. So I was like, damn. My stepdad benched like 800 pounds at one point. So it's like, to me, my standard of strength has always been higher. And my older brother is like a freak. Like, the guy literally didn't work out for like 2 years, trained for like a month and a half, and was deadlifting 500 pounds. I've always been the more like functional fit athlete. Like, I could do muscle ups. Like, I'm more like bouncy, explosive, like fast. And like, I'm a good distance runner. Strength has just never been my shoe. It is. That's what I love. Nowadays, I kind of just train alone, which I don't necessarily mind, but I do kind of miss that competition aspect. I think it's one of the best things that can happen to you. It forces you to kind of level up. Nowadays, I kind of just compete with myself. Well, also, you know, the goal is to kind of just, I don't want to say just to stay in shape, but let me move the camera so you guys can see a little better. The goal is to stay in shape, but I am trying to improve. I'm just trying to improve in different aspects now. Like, my goal, I want to be able to run 5 miles, hop off the treadmill, do 20 pull-ups, be able to like do a lot of this shit, be able to carry weight for long distances. So just my goals and my focuses have changed. I'm just trying to get my core like insanely strong too. Oh my God. Bro, it's like, I mean, bro, it's 9:30 on a Saturday night, bro. I was hoping that nobody would be here. Plus this gym is a little bit more private. So it's not very big, as you can kind of see. It's like a private facility. So not a ton of people have access to being here. A good way to think about it is if you know like Anytime Fitness, you need like a key card to get in. So it's very rarely like super busy, you know? It's usually gonna be like the most people I've seen here at once is 5. And you'll see if you stick around, we're gonna go to the shooting range next. Everything's all in the same building. It's pretty sick. But if you've been here, or if you are here, please do not hesitate to leave a like. Feel free, that would be very helpful. Boost up the stream a little bit. And yeah, I don't go to a commercial gym anymore, that's why. When I used to, it was hard to do so. Like, I wouldn't be able to go live. flexing on me like crazy. Am I doing this a lot? Not even trying to like, it's like a tick. So like one thing you'll notice about me if you watch my videos and stuff, I blink a lot, really hard. I'm just very like twitchy. So like I'll do this. Like one time a dude came in here the other day and he was like, he asked me how much coke I take. I was like, brother, what? Oh, flexing on me with the new facility? Bro, you're welcome anytime. Don't even act like you don't know that. You cannot pretend that you don't know that. Like, come on. And at some point, the goal is gonna be, when I get big enough, I wanna start doing giveaways and stuff. One of the giveaways I wanna do is I wanna fly somebody to come down. These are long-term, like big level dreams. So if you're here from the beginning to see it, that's gonna be awesome. But the goal is to like fly somebody, have them spend like a week with me. Just basically do like masculine shit. Drive cars, work out, shoot guns, and just vibe. Do some fun shit, you know? Oh shit. He gets back to old heads. This one honestly is a lot of younger people. But that, to be honest with you, bro, the worst part about being in the gym with old heads is they complain about everything. Like, they want to sit on, they complain about the same shit that they do. That shit gets me so mad, because they'll be sitting on the machine on their phone, bullshitting. They'll take the bench press for like 4 hours. You decide to take one video on your phone, and they're like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? I pay for a membership too. Like, my dude, come on. So that's why, but part of the reason I come late is because in order to be able to do this, it's a lot easier when nobody's here. But the sacrifice I have to make is I gotta come later after a whole day. So that's kind of like the trade-off, unfortunately. The camera, bro, that'd be sick. You gotta pick though. Do you want the YouTube camera or do you want the live camera? That's actually funny. He was like, hey son, he said, go get on that chest press. I'm gonna show you how to use this, young blood. A shirt though, thank you. Yeah, I got like 4 of these. I love these. These are my new favorite things. And the one thing I love is at the range, here they're not super strict. So I'm able to like, most places they'll make you wear like a full size shirt. I'm gonna wear this cutoff when I go shoot. He said, I'm actually dead. He said, hey young blood, let me show you what to do. All right, so I'm gonna do some pull-ups and then I'm probably gonna go and do like a row. Because again, I'm training, but I'm also filming content. So I gotta make sure that I am able to pivot. Also, don't let me forget that in about 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I have to unrack all my weights and put everything back. Don't let me forget. So I don't wanna be that guy. Because I definitely left all the plates on the trap bar. All right. So the next exercise in today's iteration of functional, what are my goals for YouTube? Bro, that's a great question. Because to be completely honest with you, it's really, I'm very much like, I feel like the world's in a weird place. And I feel like men, I feel like we kind of are the problem. And I essentially am just trying to bring back in a non-toxic way, like just traditional masculinity. For YouTube itself, I don't really care to have like 1 million subscribers. I don't care to be making like $10 million. My goal is to just be able to document everything that I personally like to do and enjoy, and really just put that out there, because at the same time, right, YouTube is just one big cloud storage. I'm putting my whole life up there, but also at the same time trying to teach and educate while having fun in the process. So like, I don't really have like a subscriber goal or like anything like that. It's more so just like trying to show like, hey, you can be empathetic. I can go sit at a coffee shop and drink a matcha. I can go like, if my girlfriend wants to go get her nails done, like I could sit there with her, because doing all these things, like working out, shooting guns, getting tattoos, driving cars, that doesn't necessarily make you a man. It helps, but that's not what makes you a man. Being a man is following through on your word and being able to truly be yourself and just be polite, you know, try to be wise, and strength in those things are natural traits. So really just trying to like kind of not educate, but provide in an entertainment value way, like what it should look like without saying what it should look like, which is why I talk about fitness, which is why, you know, I love shooting guns, so I show that. And I talk about a lot of different topics, leadership and stuff like that. So the goal is, I don't really know what the goal is there yet, but how do I tie that all together in a way that I can package that to the world, also being myself and just trying to be a joy to people. Men have to be strong, we made a weak and told not. Normal, yeah, it's true, bro. I feel like, I don't know what's changed, but like somewhere along the line, it's almost like we lost our way and we started focusing on the wrong things. Like, when did we stop trying to like be in love and shit like that, you know? Like all the like leading with lust, like being okay with like, you know, not being capable. It's the capacity of it, but also like the lack of discipline. So it's just trying to, you know, get that out there. But on a personal level, I want to be able to get YouTube to a point where like, I want to be able to bring people along with me and do like community shit. Because I feel like there's not a lot of people that really give back hard. Some people do, but I don't want to be like, oh, $100,000 giveaway, like Mr. Beast. Like, I want to be like, yo, let me fly out 5 dudes that want to come and work out and shoot guns and do fun shit for a week. Like, that's kind of like where I want to go. Be able to like really meet people, shake hands, and just try to teach. I sound like a narcissist, but I don't know how else to say it. Right. So next exercise is going to be pull-ups. Now, we went from lower body, now we're switching to upper body. The order that I prefer to do it in is pull, then push. So we'll do like 1 or 2 back exercises first. I'll show you the alternative to this because I understand this is an intro, beginner, like crash course. Not everybody's gonna be able to do pull-ups, but we're gonna do our pull-ups because I gotta get my workout in at the same time, you know? But, we'll do pull-ups and then we'll switch to a row and then we'll do some type of pushing movement and then we'll do some type of shoulder pushing movement as well. Man, it's plans. I do have plans, man. Let's see. Nobody chance. I do have plans, man. It's just getting there. Getting there is figuring out the path to get there is the hard part. I don't think a lot of exercise YouTubers do that where they collab and bring people into it. No, they don't. But to be honest with you though, I'm not necessarily like I'm not like a fitness YouTuber. That was like my initial goal, but I've kind of moved away from that a little bit because I've been trying to figure out how to like repackage it in a way that's more digestible, because I feel like fitness content is so like oversaturated now. To me, it's just not attractive. So I try to target more so like a beginner audience. And then eventually I'll throw like fitness vlogs and stuff like that into it because I think that being fit is part of my life. So never put yourself in a box. That's really good advice. That is great advice. That's why I'm kind of just doing what I like, seeing how it unfolds. Because like I tried to be like a fitness YouTuber guy, but I just don't like it. It's not what I love fitness, but it's not what I like to film and put out as far as content all the time. Because fitness is a part of my life, it's not my entire life. I don't think that everybody should get a medal for being in shape. I think that should just be a standard, if that makes sense. That should be like baseline, like 101. I think that people that glorify it, it's like, look at me, I worked out today. It's like, bro, that should have been part of your routine anyway. Like, that's just my opinion. That's why I'm like, to me, being like only fitness doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm like, bro, like, you're trying to be the best at working out. Like, you know? I just think that should just be the norm. Exactly, it should. That should just be like, hey, I work out. This is the rest of my personality. You know, I feel like people make that their personality, and then they get caught in that, and then a lot of YouTubers end up putting themselves in that box, and then they fall off because they fall into the trap of, what do I record? Like, bro, if you just eat healthy and train and do cardio, like, you're gonna be in pretty good shape. And if you lift heavy every so often and work on like skills, like skills train, I've learned as I've gotten older, skills training is more important, meaning like trying to be able to do like handstands, or like muscle ups, because it helps like balance and coordination, like farmer's walks, like being able to do things that most people can't. That to me is more of a flex, because that shows like, okay, you're at the next level. And bro, anybody can bench press. Like, to be honest with you, bro, bench pressing 225 is like not that hard. For some people it is. I'm a bigger guy, so I can say that. But dude, anybody can train to bench 225. And you can train to do anything. That's why it's not impressive to me. Like, bro, I didn't run for like a year, and then I trained for 3 months and ran a half marathon. It's really not a flex. At least to me. All I know is that, how big are you? You said 5'6", 130? Shit. It's the angle, bro, it's the angle. Now, I'm about 5'11". I'm like 5'10" and 3/4, for being completely honest. So, this is kind of funny. When I was on dating apps, I used to put that I was 5'10", because then most girls are like, they expect you to be shorter. And in sneakers, I'm about 6 foot. So then they would meet me and be like, you're way taller than I thought you would be. So always undershoot your height, boys. Always undershoot your height. I promise you, the logic makes sense. It makes sense. But I'm not on dating apps anymore. So that is no longer practical advice, I have to admit. I'm trying to figure out where I can do this. Oh shit. God, this double tripod is killing me. I'm filming on fucking YouTube at the same time. Is this what being a content creator is? Is this the grind? Being a content creator, having 2 tripods. Jesus. Actually, this is a good angle. Put this here. Also, again, I want to thank you guys for watching and actually being active in the chat. I appreciate it. It makes this 10 times easier, just because there's no one here. If there was people here, I probably wouldn't be talking as much, but it gets me going and it makes it feel like somebody's here with me. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And if you're new in the stream or whatever, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna drop this promo like every hour. Please feel free to leave a like. It obviously helps boost it up, get us more exposure if you wanna see me grow. And I appreciate that. I love you too, man. Thank you. It's always love, bro. I promise you I won't forget where I came from. I won't forget where I came from. I swear. I always joke around and I say, if I get rich and famous, the money will change me and I will forget where I came from. But all seriousness though, like I won't, like all the names that I see, all these people, these are things that I write down. Like I'll write this shit down, like all the names in the chat, all the people that are today in my notebook, I'll write this shit down. I'll write down all the people that are there from the beginning, because there's gonna be a point where I'm up and I'm gonna call those people out. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm not even doing a giveaway. Come hang out. Let's go hit a workout together. I just wish more people were like that. All right, so now, if we, now we're gonna move on to the second row exercise. If you're somebody, like I said, if you can't do pull-ups, rows are a good alternative. It's gonna hit most of your back and your lats. So this, for me, is a functional way to be able to do rows. Instead of using a barbell, you can use 2 dumbbells or you can use a barbell. This is just my exercise of choice today. So, this is also, if you've noticed, there's a trend. Everything that we're doing is gonna help with your core stability and your overall strength in your body. Because when we're training for functionality, we want crossover or carryover strength. Carryover strength is basically like me doing this is gonna help me with another exercise. It's gonna make my core stronger. So it just kind of makes more sense. So with this, sets and reps is the same thing for everything. So bend over, make sure your core is tight. I appreciate you, man. I will not forget where I came from. That's the goal, bro. To be honest with you though, I'm not even gonna lie. You guys wanna know a very toxic reason why I look like I'm in shape right now? I literally just don't eat enough anymore. It's actually really bad. Better hit arms or core first. So my honest answer is do core first, always. 1, it's gonna warm up your entire body. 2, if you don't do core first, you're probably not gonna do it. It's the reason why I do all the shit I don't like to do first. Is because if I didn't do it first, I won't do it. How many times have you said I gotta do abs today and then left the gym? Got your ass. Think about that. How many times have you done that? Yeah, exactly. We're all victims of it, bro. Listen, I've done it so many times too. But that's where I've learned. Like with calves, during legs, always do calves first. If you're gonna do core, always do core first. Always do that stuff. I even run first. Because if I don't, I won't run after my workout. Just don't. And also, if you notice, I don't really train super heavy. If I'm being honest though, I worked out this morning. I ran this morning, so this workout's not gonna be super crazy. This is really more so for content. I'm trying to get my workout at the same time. And let me know what you guys think about this idea. So my intro / workout series. So today I'm doing all functional exercises or like exercises I use for more functionality. And I'm only using weights, obviously a little bit of body weight, but eventually I'm gonna do like a calisthenics version. I'm gonna do like a machine version, or just like change it up. Like if you have limited equipment, this is what you can do. Let me know what you guys think of that idea. When it comes to like fitness, this is not my primary form of content anymore. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it in a way that can provide value and entertainment, but also like education. You know what's crazy is I just learned about the term evergreen content like a couple days ago. And I've been like thinking to myself, what can I make that's like long-term, searchable and sustainable? And I didn't know that's what it was called. And I've had so many ideas that are evergreen But the evergreen videos are like the boring ones. But I was like, dude, I need to start focusing on these more. But essentially, yes, my goal is to create evergreen fitness content. Because I don't want to have to make 1,000 videos on me bench pressing. I think that's boring. I want to make a solid set of videos that people can follow and look up, make a playlist for it, go live whenever I work out. But then also, at some point I'm thinking about just being like everybody else, making a course. But it would be like a broken down, like intro to functional fitness. And then it would be broken down into like different things based on like, down birds, go pack, go. But like intro to functional fitness, but then do it broken down to where if you only have X, Y, and Z, like for example, like if you only have a pull-up bar, what can you do in your house? Or like if you only have a set of dumbbells, all that stuff. Adding 5 pounds to the bench press every day challenge, you would, if you started at 0 pounds, you would probably make it, that's 5 pounds a day. That's 50 pounds every 10 days. Most people wouldn't make it more than like a month, to be honest. Most people make it like a month. I'd probably make it like a month and a half. And that would be it. If I started at 0. If I started at like a normal weight, if I started at like 225, I'm going like 5 days. Yeah, make videos that are like courses, but I don't think you have to do it so broken down because it's really just no equipment, dumbbells, only gym size heavy. Honestly, that's the thing is I gotta figure it out. I'll probably sit down and map it out, like write it down to see how deep I can break it down. But to be honest with you, if it's like, because think about it, the further I break it down, I can make 100 5-minute videos instead of like 10 30-minute videos. You know what I mean? That's more like bingeable and digestible for content purposes. So I don't know, but you are right, it's not a lot. Hey, upper body all to the real high. You love that show, bro. Well, go get your workout in, brother. Oh shit, forgot I'm recording. All right, so now we're gonna do the most stereotypical exercise, the bench press. The reason why the bench press is solid, I know I did pull-ups before. Push-ups is a good exercise too. If you can't do push-ups, this is a great way to start because usually, like say you weigh 250 pounds, instead of pushing 250 pounds, you can push 45. And the reason why this is considered functional is because if you think about it in a scope of like if you're a firefighter, police officer, military, you're gonna have to learn how to push and be explosive. And this is a good way to be able to scale it down or amplify it, if that makes sense. So usually I like to add some type of incline, mostly just for the angle, it feels better on my shoulder. But this is gonna be a top function exercise as well in regards to push, because it's also gonna work most of your upper body as well. I gotta move. Man of Taste is in the chat. Eagles and reality TV. It's true. Shorter content, digestible, bingeable content, but also, bro, like the attention span. Like don't get me wrong, long videos still do well on YouTube statistically. But for stuff like this, if I do an intro, like this video that I'm recording with you guys, is gonna end up probably getting cut down to like 5 minutes. You can get a whole workout that you can get, or you can get a whole workout idea in 5 minutes. Like, imagine if this was a workout vlog that was 40 minutes long. You would have to skim through and like scrub, and you'd probably get annoyed and just click on somebody else's video. So I want it to be like quick, digestible crash course type videos. And then if people want more in depth, at some point maybe I'll offer like a paid course where everything is completely broken down into workout days, what to do when, what to pair together, what works well. Like, it would be really in depth. Probably do like tutorial videos, but that's like long-term stuff. And that would be like a one-time fee. Maybe have somebody pay like $200 and you get like a full thing. So it's not like a subscription. I'm not like I don't like subscription type things. Unless somebody was like, hey, I want to pay you to like teach me, and that's fine, that's different. But I hate the fact that people have to pay a ton of money over and over and over and over and over just to get basic shit that's for free on the internet. If you want to do it because you want specifically like my plans broken down in depth just for you, then that's different. What's your ethnicity? What do you think it is? Everybody drop your guess. Black? He's 100% just a chill guy. Wait, shit, hold on. Or you hit the Kevin James. So most people guess black and white, but I'm Spanish. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. Which, if we're being frank, that is basically the Spanish version of being black and white. It's literally the same shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but the thing is, so I don't speak Spanish. So most people just assume. Also, it's because my hair is really curly. When it's a little bit shorter, you could tell. Nice people. Bro, some of the nicest, most embracing, friendly people you'll ever meet. But like, the thing with them, bro, if they like you, they got you. If they don't like you, they'll make it very known. They're very interesting people. Very colorful, very passionate. Should wear the colors next time. I mean, it's what, white, red, and blue. All right, we got one more exercise after this one, and then we're done with the workout. What we'll do is we'll do a plank. I'll do a plank, and then we'll just chat. We'll see how long I can go for it. Whew. All right, last exercise is going to be a shoulder press. And nobody reminded me to re-rack my weights. Motherfuckers. I gotta re-rack my weights before I do my shoulder press. You guys had one job only. Busy making content over here. All right, fine, whatever. Blue shirt, white ties, red shorts. Bro, this guy's the only guy I know that will color coordinate his attire based on the day. It's kind of elite, I'm not gonna lie. I need that kind of intentionality when I dress. It's all good, bro, I remembered for us. It's only because I'm almost done, so I thought about it. And I was like, shit, I should probably do this now before I finish, and then I just forget. The range is gonna be lit though. What's going on, guys? How are you? See, I told you people would come eventually. They usually do, but they're probably just walking through, torn, because you can bring guests here. So they're probably just passing through. Let me see, I have a question for you guys. Is the camera quality like this better? Or is it the same shit? And that's touring attendant. It's just a guess. Oh shit. See, this is the active back camera. But the thing is I can't see the chat. That's the chat. Comparing it to this. Hold on. It's like, this would be the other way. Flip the camera a couple times, hold on. So it's like, it would be this, or this. Or this, or this. What are we thinking? Which way's better? This is easier because I can just turn and see the chat. So if this is tolerable, the other way, fuck, I knew it. Shit, the only thing is I can't really see the chat like that. It's uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. Because the problem is I don't want to have to like walk around to like read it because it takes me out of the frame more. Is it like really intolerable? Is it like that? Is it that much better? Whatever's easy for you. Trying. All right. Last exercise. It's good? Okay, as long as it's tolerable, it's all right. That's the most important part, is that you guys can see. I mean, you could always have chat on another device eventually. You know what's crazy, bro? That's because I pointed it out, I know. I used to have 2 phones. And if I had my second phone, this would be 10 times easier. But now I don't have 2 phones, I only have 1. I'm thinking about honestly getting like a shitty, getting like a phone that's good enough to where I can like run a second device on Wi-Fi, but because it wouldn't be very expensive. Let me see. Where can I put this? Oh, shit. I'm trying to find a better spot for you guys so you guys can see, and so I can see. Yes. Right. This is the last exercise. Let me outro this to the YouTube. All right, so this is gonna be the last exercise. We're gonna complete the functional fitness day, or upper lower full body tactical training day, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, nothing was really focused on explosive. These are just going to be general exercises that you can use to kind of build strength and power through different speeds and variations of movement. The last one is going to be a shoulder press. Now again, we're trying to target things that are going to hit our core. We're going to target things that are going to build overall carryover strength. Pressing overhead is very important, and building endurance in the shoulders is very important. The reason why is because in your upper body, your shoulders are your most utilized muscle, and obviously your lower body, your legs are your most utilized body as you're walking around, picking things up, so on and so on. So the variations that we chose, they're gonna, using speed or lighter weights and moving the weight faster is gonna be better for power. Going heavier and really grinding on the reps is gonna be better for strength. However, all these exercises are gonna help make your core stronger and have carryover capabilities so that you can get your full body strong. So we're gonna finish with this. And then in the next episode, we'll focus on more explosive style exercises that we can introduce. Chad, I'm gonna cut half of that out. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I started rambling at the end. And here's a pro tip. Always use the same grip that you do for overhead press as you do for bench press. That's gonna make sure that you maximize your carry, because your grip is gonna be the same, so essentially you're gonna be pushing from the same angle. Holy shit. Leave it in. Thank you. I felt like I just started yapping. So I'm already talking about the next episode and shit. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what am I talking about? But it was all right. I don't mind it. Shouldn't be. Andrew, I told you. One take every time if I can help it. I will always try my best. Always one take. Because the thing is, the power of editing, brother. There's no point in cutting things out and starting over and going back and forth. Because you can just chop everything up. It's just easier. I just tried my biggest thing is I'm trying to focus on not ranting, if that makes sense. But what I will probably do is cut out and leave in only the important stuff. And then at some point in the video, I'll do a full outro. Because you have too much. Bro, literally, if you're standing in the same spot and you go to cut it, you can just cut out whatever is not important as long as the sentence still makes sense. So you can chop out literally whatever you want. It just has to make sense overall. That's pretty much the goal. Is if you say something and then you say something else and you cut out in the middle, as long as it adds up. That's literally it. When I learned that, it kind of helped me a lot because I would leave in so much dead space and a lot of unnecessary shit because of that. We got 2 sets left. All right, that is it. I'm gonna outro the video, re-rack my weights, and then we're gonna hit a little plank. Can somebody, let me ask a question. When I do my plank workout, can one of you guys hold a timer for me, please? And then I'll say ready, set, go. And then you start it and stop it, and then let me know. Thank you. There is a little clock on the top that shows how long I've been active for. So I may just utilize that. But I need some peer accountability here so that you guys know that I'm not a fraud. Because if I say like 4 minutes, you're gonna be like, no, it was 3 minutes and 58 seconds. You're like, all right, whatever. But you guys, thank you for staying this long, because you guys are gonna get to see the fun stuff. This, I'm pretty much gonna just change real quick. I'm gonna change real quick, and then we're gonna go shoot some guns. I just have to be careful because last time I did that, I got banned on YouTube for 24 hours. They banned my live privileges for 24 hours because I learned that, and this is, listen, lesson learned. You're not allowed to show you shooting guns on YouTube. The more you know, right? You can't show like, because what's weird is I did a live with me cleaning them. I also did, I did a video one time where I was streaming it, but it was far behind me. You couldn't really see it. So I thought it was fine. And I showed the whole picture. They shut me down after 15 minutes. And that live had like, bro, I had like 300 people come in the span of 15 minutes, in and out. And I had like 15 people just sitting there watching. But so now I know I can show me, and then I can show the target. So I'll probably talk and you guys will be able to see me like, just kind of like my face. Or I'll show the target if I'm like, you know, if I'm shooting my rifle, aiming down, I don't want to show my face because you can see it. So I'll show the target, put it down, flip it around. But right after this, that is what's next. So, all right, Andrew, let me know when you're ready. Or whoever is ready. I'm gonna do a little countdown. That is really stupid, I know. But I'll still be able to show some of it. If I do like a far back angle, you just can't physically see me shooting, which is kind of lame, but all right. Ready? And I want you guys to keep me entertained if you can. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. And so now, this is something I used to do in the past. I would do like a full plank workout. Essentially, the goal is to plank for as long as possible, but I don't just stay in the basic plank position. So when I get tired, I switch. And I'll do this, and then I'll switch to the other side. But the whole point is you're basically working your core the entire time. And because I'm rotating, I could pretty much go for a very long period of time. So it's kind of nice. A little bit of a challenge, for sure. But I could probably, like, I remember there was a point where I was like doing a lot of training at the time, and I used to be able to plank like this circuit I do for like 15 minutes. It's kind of like a cheat code when you switch side to side. So let me drop this a little bit lower without dropping to my knee. To be honest with you, my shoulders will probably give out before my core does. It's also interesting because I'm playing myself on YouTube on the big screen, and so I can hear myself. I don't know what happened to my music though. I was projecting music to the speakers and now it's gone. But yeah, I usually do, like for core, I do a combination of this, a lot of leg raises, a lot of like cable stuff, a lot of rotational stuff with kettlebells, which is all stuff that I will eventually put into my like series that I make, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited to shoot. Again, unfortunately, you guys are gonna be a part of more than one YouTube video today. The fitness video, and then I'm gonna do a range video as well. But I'll shout you guys out on the YouTube so that you know which video it is. That one, these will probably go up like in a week or two, because I have a handful of videos already in the pipeline. So, God. OF coming? Oh, hell no. I got too much dignity for that, brother. And if I'm being completely honest, bro, I think I'd probably have like 3 people pay for it. This guy sus. Listen, bro. We just embrace who he is, you know? We accept people for who they are, man. Boy. I don't really think many people would want to buy it, to be honest with you. If I thought I could make $1 million doing OnlyFans, I probably would. Let's be real, most of us would. All right, I'm starting to feel pain. As they all say, I mean, yeah. All right, I'm starting to hurt a little bit. But it's the truth, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. If you could make $1 million and just showing a little bit of skin, you know? I'm not necessarily a sellout, but to be honest with you, honestly, the main reason I don't is because it just goes heavily against my morals. I don't think that my Lord and Savior would be very happy if I basically just sold my morals and my soul for money. Which is why I care a lot more about community and trying to give back. Because, like, bro, to be honest with you, like, there's only so much money that could really, like, entice me to do something like that, you know? Oh my God, I'm starting to hurt. There's only so much money that you also need to, like, be happy, you know? Honestly, gold car. I want a Porsche 911. Porsche 911. Like a 4 or 5 bedroom house that I can get some land on so I can like build on it if I want like my brother to live there, you know, my mom to live there, whatever. Like be able to have enough land to have like my whole family, wife, kids, whatever. And then make sure, you know, no debt, be able to travel if I wanted to. Which 911? That's a great question. Oh. All right, I've had enough. Oh. Somebody give me the time. To be honest with you, I could have probably went longer, but my shoulders are freaking killing me, dude. But yeah, the family, 5 minutes, 4 seconds, not bad. That is not bad at all. I probably could have went a little bit longer, but I was starting to like, my shoulders are killing me. But yeah, family compound, no debt. Porsche 911, honestly, probably like a Turbo S, something basic, pretty fast. Porsche 911, Turbo S, family compound. What else? No debt, be able to travel. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing. It's true, bro. Dude, like, do you see the 911 Carrera GTS is the sweet spot? Probably. If I saw, to be honest with you, I just learned yesterday that there's a ton of different Porsche 911s. I don't know which one's which. Whatever like the highest trim is. Truthfully, the goal would be like the GT4 or the GT3 RS. That's like the stereotypical gold car. But yeah, bro, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, man. I truthfully believe that basically selling your soul for money gets you nothing. I've always believed that. That's why, like, even like in the future, like I believe in this vision. I believe that the channel's gonna grow and there will be money and people will try to, you know, throw like sponsors and ads and things like that at me. And I'm the type of person where I'm not just gonna take a check just cause. Like if somebody offered me $20,000 to promote a product I didn't believe in, I wouldn't do it. I very much stand by who I am and the faith that people give in me. Like to me, bro, like if you're subscribed to me, you're trusting me with your time. That's just how I see it. So I wouldn't want to be the type of person that sells out for a couple bucks. Plus, truthfully, career-wise, I do okay. Would I love to make more money? Absolutely. Will I make more money eventually? Yes. But right now it's just me. If I had like a wife and kid and stuff and, you know, all that, I'd be a little bit more concerned. ideally, if I could retire my mom, have her just come work under like my LLC or something, that would also be pretty ideal. But, there's only so much money that you really need to do. Like, people don't understand, if you're smart with your money, bro, like $250 a year could get you there. You don't need to be like a super bazillionaire if you're smart with how you move and you have good credit. Would I obviously like to make more than $250 a year? Yes, because I want to just be able to put everybody on. And the more money you make, if I live a simple life, that's just more that I can give back. Dave Ramsey's the truth, bro. The only thing I will say, I get his concept of like, pay everything in cash. Like, but that's kind of tough for majority of people, because like, even to get your first car, bro, most people like, he pretty much is like, ride the struggle bus until you don't have to, which that I do kind of agree with. But I think like the advice is practical, it's just difficult. But I love what he says, like, bro, don't put yourself in debt for shit that doesn't matter. And like, and just don't overspend, bro. Like for me, for example, like if I were to get like a 40K raise, if I got like a promotion or something, I would try to, like if I was spending more money, I would be spending it on investing back in the content and just trying to pay off like my debt. Like anything I owe back, I would try to focus on paying that first, whereas most people would go get like a bigger apartment or something like that. That's kind of like a waste, How you guys doing? Grab my water and shit. All right, I'm about to go eat and stuff. I know, but as soon as you got debt, it's slow, but it starts building up, and then you can make a lot, bro. It's true, bro. That's the key, man. The key to real sustainable wealth, bro, is not having any debt. Like that is 100% the key. When you don't owe money to anybody and your check goes in your account and it just sits there, bro, that's like the best shit. But then when you're constantly having money go out left and right, then yeah, you're like, you don't even get to see it. But yeah, it would be like paying off my debt first and just trying to accumulate a bunch of cash. That would be like the best thing. And he says to pay off the house also. Well, yeah, bro, dude, cause like, bro, I don't think people understand, right? I challenge you, ready? What's the average age of a first-time home buyer, right? Nowadays, it's probably like 30 something. Bro, your house is gonna be paid off until you're in your 60s or 70s in some cases. Like, that's a lot. A townhouse in a 2023 autobiography Range Rover would be dope. Like 40, upper 30s now, exactly. So think about that. You take out a 30-year mortgage at age, we'll be generous, 37. Bro, you're 67, and retirement age, 67. Retirement age is like, what is it? What is retirement age? Retirement age is like what, 65? Bro, you'll literally pay it, like by the time you retire, your house is finally paid off. It's like that, bro, that's insane. Like that is actually like pure insanity. Like that shit is nuts. The fact that people put themselves through that. So yeah, like you gotta, bro, pay your crib off first, man. Like pay the house off, pay the car off. It all starts with paying the car off. That's the key. That's a part that a lot of people miss. Pay the car off first, okay? You pay the car off first. For the average car payment nowadays in the low end is like $500 a month. Bro, that you could do a lot with $500. Even if you started like investing that into something, $500 a month is a good chunk. Or you take that 500 and you invest it in like, back into your health or fitness or something. But that's the key, bro, is don't have a car payment. Having a car payment is truly what makes you broke. Exact. See, this guy gets it. You pay off the car, you free up $500 a month in capital. If you have credit card debt, pay off your credit cards, and then just snowball it. Boom, boom, boom. Always, if you have that extra capital, always put it to work. I'm not a financial guru. I do know a thing or two. But you take that extra capital and you roll it into things that, or you roll it into your earning capacity. Try to make more money. That's kind of like a big thing. Hold on, let me do my YouTube outro real fast. Then I gotta get my bag. Gotta go get my bag so we can go to the range. Build up these Amex points. So you gotta spend $1,000 to get $100 back. Just think about that. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's money you are already gonna spend, that's different. That's different. You can get the points. That's why putting bills, essential bills, on credit cards is not a bad idea. Because one, usually you know you can cover your bills and you're getting points for stuff that you were already gonna pay for. All right, guys, well, that's gonna be it for today's video in regards to functional/tactical fitness, the intro. Next video, we're gonna focus more on explosive movement, calisthenics, different skill exercises that we can use to be able to improve our athleticism and our overall fitness. But again, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to comment. If you're gonna comment, the comment question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite exercise, generally? And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. W outro? W outro or what? My sign off is always peace. That's like my thing. I'm about to do a W outro. Nice. Yeah, I've been working on that. That's like I always do like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. That's kind of like my thing. I don't know how I came up with that. A la Jameis Winston. Oh wait, what did he do? Eat the W. Let me do a quick, I'm gonna do a quick like physique check for the thumbnail. I'll let you guys see this as well. Back up real quick. Try to get a little thumbnail, let's see. Do I look like I'm in shape? Oh, I forgot my mic was on my shirt. Let's see, how do I present this in the best way? Gotta get the legs. That's enough for the thumbnail. We'll see how that looks. If I hate how I look, I'm gonna be pissed. How do I look, chat? God, my chest is like L genetics. Do you respond to comments? Always, bro. I respond to every comment. That's why the chat's going ham. Also, this is not the norm, bro. I just took my shirt off, I swear. If you just got here, I'm doing a YouTube video, so. I was making a YouTube video, so that was for thumbnail. If I don't even like that for the thumbnail, nah, brother, I gotta leave it on. I can't believe the mic stayed on. Now we got two people trying to get me to keep my shirt off. What is happening? Yo, what is going on? Yo, this is OD. We'll see. If I don't like it for the thumbnail, then I'll leave it. I may just pick like an exercise or something. But yeah, I don't know what's good, man. Everybody wants me to take my shirt off. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the gas. But also, welcome to the stream, bro. We're pretty active in here. Everybody's chatting, talking, hanging out. But yeah, you just missed it. I normally don't keep my shirt off. Andrew's like, bro, I've seen enough of you today. Oh shit. Freaking trying to put all my shit away. I gotta go get my range bag and stuff. I need to put my pants on and my other shoes so I can get in there. One more time. Yeah. What was your favorite part of the trip? Yeah. You just got here, bro. You literally got here as soon as I took it off on everything. I wasn't shirtless before that. I swear. I was, but I did just do a full workout. It was kind of like, it was a little lackluster. It was like a upper body. And just so you know, let me grab your name so I know, Alejandro. So like normally, again, like this was a workout I tried to do the best that I could. Normally my workouts are more intense than that. And like a little bit more pacing. Nah, bro, Andrew, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. But yeah, this was more so like a very like, I promise you, bro, because if you think all my workouts are like that, I swear, dog, I wouldn't be able to make as much progress if that's how all my workouts were. That was pretty lackluster. Usually a little bit higher intensity. It's just I really wanted to knock this out today. So, but you kind of get the general gist. You would sell a private gym? This is a private gym, yes. It's kind of private. It's almost like what I said earlier is it's kind of like a anytime. So it's like I have a key card and you need to like swipe to be able to access the gym. So, and sub, I would appreciate that, man. If you do sub, let me know. Everybody welcome into the fam. I would appreciate it. Right now, every sub helps. We're trying to, grow the channel. We're trying to unlock members first and then, trying to get that AdSense going. Let me go grab my stuff. Hold on one second. Jesus, it's warm in here. Let me see. Why am I? Hold on, let me. This guy's trying to get me to sell myself. Changing real quick. Tonight, I got one of my pistols and one of my in my AR. Love the stream. We'll pop back at another time. Can't wait. Gotta go to church tomorrow. Well, brother, thank you, man. It was a pleasure. I appreciate you for dropping in. We're about to go shoot, but I would be joining you for church if I didn't work tomorrow. But I will promise you I'll listen to a sermon for you, brother. But thank you, man. Pray for me. Pray for your family. I love you, bro. Thank you for coming in. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you, bro. I'm going to go back through this and I'm going to write down everybody's name, bro. that supports me from the very beginning. So I appreciate you for being here. Also, my boy, SGH Day 2008, I'm sorry, bro. If you want to see shirtless me, you got to come back. Need some tips from my Glock? Bring it, bro. I got you. Shooting pistol is my specialty. I suck at it. Trying to learn. God, I stink. Boy. Got you, bro. Pray for more blessings, much more, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot this right now so I have your name. Thank you, brother. I would very much appreciate that. I'll see you soon, man. I try to go live at least I'm gonna try to go live at least 3 times a week. Weekends are probably easier for me. I try to do it when there's not a lot of people around, so. I'm pretty sure it's my stance, but honestly don't know. Well, to be honest with you, when it comes to pistol, your base is not as important. It's probably how you're holding it and your support hand and your grip. More than likely is what I would say. That's 99% of the time the issue. I know there is people in the range right now, so I'm gonna put my ears and eyes on right now. But you'll see, probably, yeah. But yes, I got the rifle in this bag. Wait, I got the pistol. Oh no, my pistol and my rifle are both in this bag. But I brought my smaller pistol. I made a video yesterday with my compact. But today I'm shooting my concealed because I need more work on that one because that's the one I carry more often. And then some rifle stuff. But the video today is gonna be about the rifle. We got a full content day going. 2 YouTube videos and a live. I'm grinding, bro. I'm grinding. We're trying to make magic happen, bro. I'm trying to retire my mom. Have I done an EDC video? That's actually on my list. So I've been doing content planning in my notepad, and that's gonna be one of my videos. I really don't EDC anything exciting. What am I gonna eat? Well, I'm gonna shoot first, and then I have some ground turkey and sweet potato, meal. But I really don't EDC anything crazy. I carry a pistol, usually a knife. I do have a specific belt that I wear. I carry I have 2 different knives so that I carry sometimes. I wear my watch, but I'll probably break it down. Each one serves a purpose. This is a smartwatch that has GPS and stuff. Ground beef and broccoli. That's a lot. Favorite knife brand? It used to be Buck, but then I learned about Benchmade, and now I have to say Benchmade. Benchmade knives is literally just because of the name. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's literally just because of the name. But that's more so for the brand, but they're just so expensive, bro. But I've watched so many tests, bro, they hold their sharpness so well. Oh, I need my badge. I almost forgot. My zipper's also undone. Holy shit. Benchmade knives are made really well. People have done a lot of tests with them, and they don't really lose their sharpness and stuff. Dude, I almost forgot my key card in the treadmill. Oh my God, that would have been shit. I would have left, and I would not have been able to get back in. That is not good. But we're gonna shoot first, and then we'll do after. How you guys doing? Honestly, not really. To be completely honest, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how not, but it depends. I would say I can, but not all the time. Like if I do like a hard run, yes. Or if I'm doing like a hard circuit workout, yeah. Yeah, cardio is a little different. When I'm running, I sweat a lot. But when I do like circuit style training, yeah. So like that workout today was very light, so not really much. I'm just laying all my stuff out. Nice, bro. Home gym? Let's see. Hopefully I don't get banned, but I'll. Got my AR and my compact. Hopefully they don't ban me for that. But I didn't touch anything, bro. I didn't touch anything. So my main ED is my Taurus GX4. If you want to look it up. I technically can't pick it up and show you because I'm not allowed to handle on live. But I eventually am going to make a video about it. But yeah, it's the Taurus GX4. It's a subcompact. It's like 3 inches maybe. It's easy to just put anywhere. So it's really nice. My other compact, it's not a subcompact, it's a regular compact, is my CZ P10C. So the regular mag size is 11 or 10. And then the bigger one that I have, that I bought, is 13. But I'm not allowed to also show that either because technically it wouldn't be like every state compliant. Only because we live in the great state of Florida. And I'm allowed to have that much fun. Not allowed. Or on my concealed. On my concealed, yes. But generally speaking, no. I don't even know if I'm allowed to show the mags, to be honest with you. Because I think it says you can't show a mag over like over 10. Because that's not every state compliant. But I'm loading my AR mag. 6 in each. I'm trying to do some more intentional shooting. I'm going to work on some like tactical shooting drills.
Now it's hard, it's really hard to do that when you jump with a bag. Yeah, I know. I'm looking real fast.
But I'll show you my belt after I put everything together. My ring belt. I got 2 pistol knives on this side. AR knives on this side. First aid kits. And gun pouch. Pretty cool. So for now, I'm gonna do 6 in every mag because I'm gonna do that's badass. I mean, I can be. I try to be. But yeah, so I'm doing the drills I'm working on is I'm working on I'm doing 6s because the drill is going to be 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. So do that twice with each mag. So boom, 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 boom. Analyze my shots. Move on to the next mag. And this way, because I'm shooting more intentionally, I'm gonna save ammo. But I was in the military, so it's in my blood just a tad. Praying for no malfunctions, bro. Today is going to be, it's not necessarily accuracy, but it's going to be, today's more like tactical shooting. That's what I was learning to shoot AK. That's actually insane. It's more tactical. So accuracy, yes, but I'll show you. So because we're shooting the silhouette target, the goal is just, so we're going for, everything we're doing is in 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. So it just has to be in the general vicinity. So I'll show you guys on the target, like what I'm aiming for, as I'm explaining it because there's different types of shooting. Cast it below the deck? What's below the deck? So this is the target we're shooting. Just got like super close up. So the goal is going to be anywhere in here, anywhere here. Technically 8s are fine, like here, because it's all center mass. So we want to go for 9s and 10s, and then anything square in the head. All right, let me record the intro for the second video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, we are at the range. We're at the new spot. So we're going to be able to do some indoor tactical shooting. Now, the focus today and the goal of today's video is to work on speed and accuracy, but also practicality. We've been shooting a lot outside, focusing on marksmanship. Now we're trying to focus on more tactical shooting. What I mean by that is we're going to do some simple drills. Today's going to be 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. So, as you can see here, we are working with our Taurus, our subcompact, and we're also working on the AR as well. So the goal is going to be to hit everything in here and here. For the pistol, we're going to start at 3, 5, 7. So, and the goal is going to be 2 iterations on each one. So it's going to be bang, 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 pause, bang, 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 assess our shots, move it back, move it back. And then for the AR, we're going to do 7, 10, 15. Try. Oh my God, so she shot the top. That's not very good. All right. All right, so would you prefer to look at me or would you prefer to look at the target? I'm not really sure how I can do this. What's allowed? I just can't show me actually shooting. So like last time I did like a shot of behind me of me showing out. I can show me during it, as long as I'm not showing the gun, and I can show the target. If I put it all the way behind me to where I'm completely blocking it, that should be fine. But to be honest with you, I don't know if I want to risk it. Brass check. All right, so we'll do our first iteration of fire. So we'll analyze our shots. So the first iteration was from 3 yards. So 3 yards obviously is very close. I pretty much don't even have to look down the sight. I can hit everything pretty much dead center. Hit all my shots right there in the head. So shooting from that close is very easy because as long as you have proper fundamentals from up close, you should be able to just pull and shoot straight. So to analyze our shots, analyzer, everything was tight. Ideally, we want everything X, and then the head was good. So, from 3 yards, go there. Now, we're going to move it back to 5 yards. Again, at 3 yards, you don't really have to aim, to be honest with you. You should just be able to kind of, as long as your guide hand is going forward and you're pushing straight out, you should be able to just kind of transition naturally wherever your thumb is pointing, as long as your hand is rotated down and it's hand straight. That's kind of where it's going to go. So now we're going to move it back to 5. Yeah. 3 yards, very successful. Very successful. 5 yards might be a little slight more of a challenge. Five yards might be more of a challenge, but we'll see. See, 4 yards. All right, listen, well, we're still going. All right, so from 5 yards. So 5 yards, we were able to accomplish the same thing. Our shots were a little bit lower in the first group. We had one a little bit higher. We had both shots in the group for the head were a little bit higher. We're still on point. I really need to get those down. So 3 and 5, we are showing competency. And again, the goal is to kind of shoot for speed, right? So bang, bang, bang. We don't want to waste any time. We want to be able to transition and shoot quickly. So now we're going to go out to 7 yards, and that will lead us to our pistol test, and then we'll fully analyze the target, and then move to the right. America is pretty good. Seven is where I'm probably going to have to slow down a little bit. 7 is probably where I'm going to have to slow down a little bit. It's at a little bit more of a distance where I have to find my sights so I can do my theoretical approaches. That'd actually be so lit. None of my slides are optics ready. Unfortunately, none of my slides are optics ready, so they're not cut to be able to have a red dot on them. Shots was up here. Unfortunately, I did shoot a little high. I was able to correct it. I brought it down here. 7 is where you do have to find your sights. If you're shooting for speed, you're gonna notice that it's gonna be a little bit harder, especially because I don't have a red dot. It's gonna be a lot harder to find my sight and be able to punch on target. If I had a red dot, I'd be able to pick up the speed. So now I know that drill 5 and 7 is where I should really do most of my practice and just kind of go through and slow it down. Sounds good. I would love a reticle. How many squats? What do you mean? I'll show you guys next. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I missed a few on this one. I missed one high. It was my first headshot. It's trash. And then 2 of my body shots here and here. So one of them was outside of my zone, and then that headshot was way up, which is not good. How many shots? No, in total I did 18. 15 out of 18 were where I needed. So 15 of them. We'll say 15. Yeah, 15 out of 18. So now 15 of them were in the head. 15 of them were either in the head or in like the main zone that I said. But one of them I completely missed. The other 2 were just a little bit off. Now we'll just keep the same target. We should know. Dude, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on over there. On the crazy. So on the AR, I have a red dot. I'm only gonna shoot red dot. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna worry about because I have 45-degree irons. I'm only gonna focus on the red dot. Or what I might do is 3, bang, 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 switch, bang, 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 and then kind of go from there. So the goal, we're gonna make this like a full test essentially. So we already know we dropped 3 shots in total. But yeah, so bang, 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 transition, bang, bang, bang. So now is going to be the rifle portion. 10, 15, 20. We're keeping the same targets at the very end of the assess. My point system is going to be 10 and 9s, and in the head is a point. Anything outside of that is 0 points. So we're going to do 10, 15, 20 for rifle. We're going to use the red dot the first 3, iron sights for the second 3. For this I have 4 minutes. target's right on.
How hot is that thing done?
Right.
Hot?
So over here, we're dead on the X. And
No,
the
it's fine.
we're
It's fine.
shooting dead
Don't
center.
figure
So I'll show you guys also. So dead center here. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but we're dead center on the X as well. On this, I have a red dot, so it's way easier. I should shoot 100%. Ideally, I should be shooting 100% anyway for this, but for this, just because this is kind of annoying bringing back and forth, I'm going to go through the whole iteration of fire, and then after, I will bring it back and we'll assess the full target. This is just freaking. See, Andrew, this is not as fun. When people are able to actually see what I'm doing, it's so much better. That's why I think what I might start doing is when I shoot under range, I may just keep my phone across so it's behind me so you can't see. So I'm not gonna lie, this is lame. Like, you guys can't even see what's going on. This is just a better view. I just probably won't be able to interact with the chat. I also just bought a mount for my scope so that it's higher, so that I'm not like leaning down. It's gonna be so much better. Not gonna lie to you, brother, I'm pretty talented. Alright, so we're doing 15, 20, 25. Bro, I'm gonna have like 2 hours of footage to edit today. Literally. Alright, last mag is we did 10, 15, 20. I forgot I loaded 4 mags, so it's gonna be 25. So it's gonna be 18 shots in total from the pistol, and then 24 shots from this. So that's 42 shots in total. We are all clear. I'll show you guys the results. It's tiring. shit is like a little too close, bro. I hate that it does that.
Hey, what's the difference between the B and C? What's the difference
I wish you could see it a little bit closer, but
between X and the top?
I pretty much,
The thing on
I
the
didn't
end.
drop a shot. One of my shots was, a handful of my rifle shots were a little low,
Barrel.
but for the most part,
Oh.
everything was there and all the chest shots were accurate. Alright, so I just finished the rifle iteration fire. Again, it was, I realized I had 4 mags. There was 10, 15, 20, 25. 3 shots on the red dot, transitioning from the body to head, switching to the iron sight for the second shot, 4 body shots, 8 shots, and every single garbage. So the total round count was 46. Total round count. Still in the tens of nines. Obviously, I could. But that's not always the case. Most of my pistol shots are going to be gray. This shot, with the pistol. And then, to be honest, if we're doing the neckline, ideally we want to leave this square right here. So we're not going to count these 3. Cut it off below the ears. So technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of a total of, what is it? 24. Out of 42 shots, we had 36. So 36 out of 42 in total if we are accounting to my standard. It's not bad. Obviously, we want to be at 42 out of 42. This is our first time really working on these types of drills. That's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please do not forget to leave a like. Comment down below if you think that we could shoot better. You have the round count and the yardages. Give it a shot. Let me know how you do. Leave a subscription. Or shit, hold on. I gotta subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys next time. I messed up, bro. I messed up. Bro, I messed up. I'm tight. Like I said, it just usually I'll just comment, subscribe. Like shit. So I said, leave a subscription, and then I was like, that sounds dumb. So then I just took it back, and then I just redid it. All right, you could take my total take count today is going to be 2 takes. Unfortunately. Inspired machines. Why are you talking shit, Brad? I mean, you guys did beat us. But I think you guys heard me. So out of 42 shots, technically it was 30. In my standard, it was 36. So I need to get my groups a little bit tighter. But that was the first time in a while that we pretty much shot for speed. So I may end it here. I said I was going to stream for 2 hours. This was like 2.5 hours. I'm pretty happy about that. Obviously, majority of it was kind of working out. The range, we're still kind of working on like the nuances of being able to stream here. listen. This is all about this. So I come here all the time. I would risk putting yeah, I think I'm done for today. I don't even know if I'm gonna shoot anymore, to be honest. I think that's it. Content is contenting, bro. Thank you, man. I'm just happy that we were able to get people in here, people watching. It was a good time, people interacting, some new people, and the more I do this, the better it's gonna get. So there will be days where I can dedicate my time just to the live, sit and talk, maybe do some IRL stuff, go eat some food and shit. But this is gonna be a new aspect that we're bringing in. But I'm gonna cut it here. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody who left a like. If you watch this on the vlog, to improve the content, suggestions. You guys, it's all love. See you guys next time.